What is using the Apple Vision Pro? Apple Vision Pro, at its core, well, it is a VR headset. The digital crown, you hit that once and the app drawer comes up. Pretty simple. This is actually a peek at the first really impressive thing about this headset to me, which is it seems to have incredible spatial positioning lock. The primary input method for everyone using the Vision Pro is your eyes and your hand. Draw back in front of you, look at the icon you want and pinch your fingers together to select it and open that app. Scrolling is basically as you'd expect. You just kind of pinch and grab in the air and then pull as if it's on a string. Now it does support other input methods that are like game controllers and mouse and keyboard, and I will say this is the best pass-through and not really feeling like you're looking at a screen. Also, the pass-through is so close to real time, I could catch items flying at me. I even tried playing ping pong. It was easy, no hesitation. It's actually the ecosystem. The second you log into a Vision Pro with your Apple ID, immediately it starts pulling all the services and all the stuff that you're used to from all the other Apple devices you already have. My favorite feature is connecting to your Mac and then turns that display into a 4K window inside of the headset. It's one more, but it's kind of the defining characteristic of this product, and that is personas. There's my persona right there. There's these eyes on the outside of the headset. You can see the FaceTime windows literally appear as just that.
Then make a big smile with your teeth showing.
It's not quite human-like. It's not like looking at a video feed of a human face, but it is still like it has a lot of like, this would be the best avatar anyone's ever made in 2K. Lots of metal and glass here, which are high quality, but heavy materials. Showed up as 638 grams. But the point is, this, for Apple, made the choice of taking the battery off of the headset, which means, okay, now there's nothing on the back of your head, so you can wear it and lean up against things, and that might be an upside, but that also now means you have to deal with this cable all the time running up to your head, and the fact that it's very front weighted now. So this is the battery. The battery life is not super long on this headset, 2 to 4 hours, upsides and downsides to Vision Pro.
Hey everyone, this is FaZe and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over what I like and what I don't like with the Apple Vision Pro. Is it worth the almost $4,000 price tag? To be honest, it kind of depends. If you're looking at this as an entertainment device, then I don't think so. At the same time, if you want to use this as a productivity tool and as an entertainment device, then maybe it is. And right now I have a workspace where I have a 30-inch monitor and I connect my MacBook Pro to that monitor, and I absolutely love that workspace. But when I bought this device and I got to see my entire MacBook screen right there in front of my eyes, I literally fell in love with it. It was so cool to see a 100-inch screen. I kind of like seeing what's around me and having a blend of the virtual world with reality, and I think this handles that really, really well. But it's super cool how accurate the hand tracking and the eye tracking is for this device. All right, so now that we've talked about the pros, let's talk about some of the cons. But after using it for 20-30 minutes, you do start feeling some fatigue, and you do feel like there's something like on your face that's weighing it down, and you're working, you can start to feel that weight on you, and that's not the most comfortable experience. It's also not great when you're in a low light situation. There's been a lot of times where I'm just sitting in my living room, it's nighttime, the lights are kind of dim, the eyesight isn't as great, and it's just lagging kind of, and everything's kind of blurry and fuzzy. And it looks like you went from 4K to, 360p.
This is the brand new Apple Vision Pro. It's a mixed reality headset that allows you to fundamentally alter the world that you're living in by adding displays like timers over food that you're cooking, or more monitors for extra productivity, or spatial video to relive memories. 2 interaction points with the Vision Pro are your eyes and then your hands. What you look at gets highlighted. So I know that it knows I'm looking at it, pinch to open up an app. But because there are 12 cameras, even just having your hand in your lap will still work to activate so good. We just took a spatial video, which is a new feature that the Vision Pro has. The iPhone 15 Pro also can shoot spatial video, and spatial video basically allows you to get more depth than a normal video, which is like 2-dimensional. And I'm going to review the footage from above to see if it feels like I'm back in the moment with spatial video. And opening up the Photos app right now, Wow, oh my gosh. This is one of the things that's really hard to show on camera if you're not actually there trying it out, because there's a level of depth that it has where like it feels like that's my hand as I'm watching back this footage. Resolution is not obviously as high as real life, but it's still incredibly realistic. Whoa.
I've decided I'm going to be wearing this for the next 24 hours. Let's see what happens. To start out the day, I decided to head over to a local coffee shop to get a quick coffee. I went in wearing the headset and nobody really seemed to notice or care, which is a good thing. I sat down and got to setting things up on the VisionPro. First, I connected my iPhone hotspot to the VisionPro so I have internet everywhere. I started out by checking my Instagram and Twitter pages, see what's going on, see what's up. Now, the VisionPro has about 2 hours of battery life, which is really not great, especially for a full day of usage. So I decided to connect this 40,000 mAh fast charge capable battery. So I turned on the travel mode before we took off, which you have to turn on every single time you're in a moving vehicle before it starts moving. Basically, if you're moving at a certain speed with this headset on, it pretty much just knows and says, turn this mode on or you can't use the VisionPro. Before heading in, I had to make a quick grocery list in the Reminders app. And typing on the virtual keyboard is actually really solid. I know it's not like the quickest typing experience, but for most things, it feels very natural. I carried along the Reminders app between my fingers like a grocery list, and I dropped it once, so I had to go back and pick it up, but it was pretty interesting. I got out my groceries to put in the fridge and to make my quick sandwich. This was, in theory, a very simple sandwich, but it felt surprisingly overwhelming to make in spatial reality. This was incredibly stressful. I then got a call from my friend Patrick and made some dinner plans for tonight. And it was getting pretty late, so I decided to finally head home and got in bed. I decided to watch a movie, and although I can't actually show it on YouTube, it looked incredible. Especially being able to change the background of my environment and putting myself even in a movie theater. And after the movie was done, I was pretty tired, so time to sleep. The next morning, I woke up to my alarm and hopped out of bed.
Upsides, some of the stuff that's the best I've ever seen in a headset: immersion, placement in space, eye tracking and hand control, pass-through, ecosystem, and spatial audio. And the downsides: weight and comfort, the eyes on the outside, app selection right now, battery life, and price.
But some things do need to be worked on. I think the biggest thing for me is comfort. You could have seen that once I took the headset off, I had like a red mark here. But anyways, this is a great device. I really, really like it. Now, is it worth the $4,000 price tag? I don't know. It really depends on your lifestyle and how you plan on using this device.
With the Vision Pro, the first time I ever put it on, I had those two feelings of fear, like being scared about it, because we've seen so many dystopians like Ready Player One, and I think that there is a lot of potential for it to become a highly isolating experience that feels lonely and really takes people away from reality. But on the other side, I think there's an incredibly exciting opportunity here for it to revolutionize the way we interact with the world in positive ways.
Boring task became fun, exciting, and a lot more engaging. Now, actually wearing this thing, walking around, traveling with it, I was expecting to feel really nauseous and sick, and I've had bad experiences with other kind of augmented reality VR headsets before, so I was a little bit worried, but mostly with this, even wearing it a full day, I wasn't really bothered too much. I really didn't even notice the weight wearing it all day, but yeah, it is something that you probably don't want to wear all day. I have so many thoughts about this. This was one of the most insane tech experiences I've ever had.